Guys, you can see South Africa is no longer easy for foreigners. You see the way they are chasing foreigners up and down. You see, they are saying today, being on the 19th of August, that the foreigners should open their business. You see, most of them are closing their business. You see, they are protesting. They say nobody should open their business. Honestly, it's very bad now. Honestly, it's very, very bad. You can see.
Nangulang buye ngixaye khona ke bakwethu kuthiwa lana 10,000 rand fine for landlords keeping undocumented immigrant in South Africa. Okay. Kuthiwe ama citizens awanalo ilungelo lokubhekana nama document wabavakashi. So mawuzothi abastanda abanalo ilungelo lokubheka lokuqashisa abantu undocumented uzoyazi kanjani ukuthi udocumented or undocumented ngapha kanalo ilungelo lokuthi ayiqashisa umuntu onganamaphepha uzokwazi kanjani lokuthi akanawo amaphepha noma nawo. Okwesibili kuze ngabi nawo amaphepha ungene kanjani kube kukhona ama authorities ekusuppose ukuthi abhekene naloyo mngceleleyo. Niyabona ukuthi nina ndlala ngathi abafethu anibhekeni kahle nje le nto le. Ha.
See? Next one. Next one. Here on 3rd Street, opposite LJ Tombstones. Next one. I told us bastard not to stand in front of my building. You're gonna do what to me?
Try your best.
You're gonna do what to me?
Try your best.
I'll show you.
This is what those Nigerians are doing in South Africa. Trapping outside of cars, right? That's a trap car. Instead of a trap house, they got trap cars in front of businesses. And you could tell this is a black South African community because it's nothing but melanated Africans out there, right? They're not doing this in the white tea communities. They're not trapping outside of the white tea owned businesses. They're doing this in front of the black South African businesses. Pretty soon, you see all that traffic? Pretty soon, that traffic is going to die down. Because you know what comes along with drugs, right? Violence. This is just the beginning stages. And then they tell them that they're xenophobic when they say that they don't condone this type of behavior and they want this out of their communities. They want their fellow Africans out of their communities because they're ushering in a crack era with the Mexican drug cartel. Yeah, the Africans, those Nigerians then teamed up with the Mexican drug cartel to bring product to South Africa, all of Africa, right? Because those drug cartel labs, they're seeing drug cartels being established in the jungles of Nigeria. It's just too many right now. It's too many right now to stop it. So they're going into other African countries, the Nigerians, with the product from, the Mexican drug cartel. They teaching them how to cook it and poisoning these communities. They're not, as you see, they're not setting up shop in no other people's community, but their fellow Africans. Yeah. When you want them out of your country because you don't condone and you don't want your people to be poisoned, then it's xenophobic, right? But when they're doing something like this inside of another African country, everybody choose to look away and somehow try to defend this type of disgusting, evil, diabolical behavior. Because, they're poisoning other Africans, right? We are witnessing the beginning of the crack era in Africa. And you know who's ushering in the Mexican drug cartel and those Nigerians.
I am so proud of the March and March groups. I am so proud of the SACR. Under immense international pressure, the movement did not stop. The movement kept on growing. The SACR is making waves as the only organized political challenger in the world. using the constitution against itself, using the government against itself. The woman is a genius. Ladies and gentlemen, before the British came, we lived together. We lived together in peace for 50 years. There's history and context within the South African history. And there's a lot of history. It's not just the Boereoorloë, and it's not just Jan van Riebeeck, and it's not just apartheid. There's a lot of context involved. The political narratives is what you believe. When you look at people like Johannes and the F0írèiģñers, they're not real Afrikaners. They are what we call Dutch purists or a British Boer. They aren't Afrikaners. There isn't a single Afrikaner in the Western Cape. There are some Boere there, some. But there's not a single Afrikaner in the Western Cape. In my comments, I constantly get, but you look like a different race. But you look like a different race. It's because I'm unique only to South Africa. The rest of the Afrikaners are unique only to South Africa. You don't just get a white Afrikaner. You get a mixed blood, pure Afrikaner. They are known as the Griquas. You get black Afrikaners. You get colored Afrikaners. We are a mixed race, and we are a bunch of different ethnic groups, all mixed together. The Afrikaners and the coloreds actually share DNA. How do you think that happened? By magic. I want to educate you. That's all. I want to teach you some real history. Not the crap that you're reading in high school and in university. That's not real history. That's not real South African history.
Just look at these people. Imagine over 10 people storm your business, tell you that you must produce foreigners. Look at them. Some of them were wearing bulletproof vests. One guy was wearing a balaclava, just showing the eyes only. Heads, shades. I mean, you can't even see who exactly you're talking to. They're wearing shades indoors. They're hiding their faces, trying to intimidate this business owner. Somebody that is employing South Africans, somebody that is paying tax and contributing to the economy, and then you just come, you say you're coming from so organization. Lord knows what organization you're coming from. If this is not intimidation, extortion, and harassment, I don't know what is. I don't know how many more business owners can withstand this kind of harassment from these people. I don't know how many more business owners will withstand this kind of harassment. I mean, honestly, every Thursday, every week, somebody, 10, 4, 5 people will come to your business and start making such demands. This is not right. Business owners should protect themselves and arm themselves. Now I understand why China said dragon, AK. This is the reason why, because such things, to prevent such things, business owners need to protect themselves. Because you don't know who you're dealing with. This can be a thief. They can come in and say, we're from much and much, and then the next thing you're being robbed. The next thing you're being robbed, they're behind the counter. They went behind the counter where the receptionist sits behind there to start moving around in the offices. Somebody's business premises. Who are you? What gives you the right to do this? Even if you are much and much, you do not have the authority to do this. This is extortion. And I know they're going to start saying, oh, if you don't want us to keep coming here, you better give us something. This is where it's going to lead. I don't know why people keep condoning these people and this behavior. I don't know why. Honestly, something needs to be done about this. And at this moment in time, as a business owner, you've got a right to protect yourself and your business from people, from invaders. That's what they are. They're invaders. Yeah, they are. So go and if you're a business owner and you are receiving these kinds of threats and whatnot, it's best you go and equip yourself. Go for the necessary training, get the necessary registration, and equip yourself so that you can protect yourself. It's the only way. It's the only way. Because this is getting out of hand. The police is not doing anything. The president is quiet. You need to protect yourself as an individual. If you're not going to pack up and go, you need to protect yourself from such people. Imagine 10 men approach your business in the middle of the day, and it's just you, maybe your receptionist and another person, and they start harassing you and doing things in all sorts of manner. What are you going to do? You need to protect yourself. This is the only language these people are going to understand.